Hi, my name is John. A student of mine gave me this problem, the integral of sine of 5x cosine of x dx, and I tried to work it out in my head, and I thought, okay, we can break up the sine of 5x into sine of x plus 4x, and use the angle sum for the sine, and then distribute that out with the cosine of x, and it got really hairy really fast. So I tried to work it out in my head and didn't quite work out very well. So I'm going to try to work this out for you. And I actually had to spend about 5 minutes, 10 minutes solving this problem out. So here we go. We're going to use integration by parts. I'm going to let this portion be u right there, and I'm going to let this portion be dv. So we're going to let u equal sine of 5x. And then dv is equal to cosine of x dx. You can all see that. Okay. So we're going to differentiate the u portion. So du is equal to sine of 5x. The sine, the derivative of sine is a cosine. The derivative of 5x is 5. So I'm going to factor out the 5. That's the change portion. So it's going to be 5 cosine of 5x dx. We're going to integrate dv, you get v on the left side. The integral of cosine, what derivative will give you cosine? It's going to be sine of x. So using integration by parts, the integral of sine of 5x cosine of x dx is equal to u times v, sine of 5x times sine of x, u times v, sine of 5x times sine of x, minus integral of v du. Where's v? And then du is right over there. I'm going to take out the 5 right there. I'm going to write it just like this one right here. Cosine of 5x times the sine of x dx. We're getting close. We got the cosine of 5x instead of sine of 5x. We got the cosine of x, sine of x. So I thought, let's do integration by parts one more time. I'm going to let this be u again, and let this be dv. And so that becomes, the left side becomes x equal to sine of 5x times the sine of x minus 5 times the quantity. I'm going to write it just a little bit smaller here. Du is equal to negative 5 sine of 5x. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the derivative of cosine is negative sine of 5x, and then the derivative of 5x is going to be just 5 sine, factor out negative 5 sine of 5x. And then integrating that, the integral of the sine of x is going to be v is equal to negative cosine of x. I forgot the dx again on the top portion of du. Okay, I always make my students write it, so I should do what I say. Anyways, negative 5 is u times v, so it's going to be negative cosine of 5x times the cosine of x minus integral of uv minus integral of v du. Where's v? And then du. There it is right there. The two negatives cancel, becomes positive, so it's going to stay the same. I'm going to factor out a 5, and then it becomes sine of 5x cosine of x dx. And then I'm going to distribute this out. The negative cancel. You end up with sine of 5x cosine of x plus 5 cosine of 5x cosine of x, and then the minus and the minus becomes plus 25, the integral of sine of 5x cosine of x dx. So it looks, this portion, sine of 5x cosine of x dx, looks just like the beginning portion, sine of 5x cosine of x dx. So what I'm actually going to do with this is I'm going to subtract it. This term right here, because there's a plus right there, I'm going to subtract 25 sine integral of sine of 5x dx. On the left side, I'm going to end up with negative 24, the integral of sine of 5x dx, sine of 5x times the cosine of x dx is equal to, and on the right side, I'm going to end up with this. To solve for the integral of sine of 5x cosine of x dx, I'm just going to divide by negative 24. So the integral of the sine of 5x cosine of x dx is equal to negative 1 over 24 times the quantity sine of 5x cosine of x. It should have been sine of x right over here. So it should have actually been sine of 5x, sine of x plus 5 times cosine of 5x times the cosine of x. It's a really complicated answer. There's nothing you can do about this. The sine of x, 5x, sine, cosine, but you have this 5 coefficient, so we actually cannot put it together. But that's the answer. It's negative 1/24 times the sine of 5x, sine of x, plus 5 cosine of 5x times cosine of x. Oh, almost forgot, plus c, plus constant, of course. Okay. Hope it helped, and if you have any more questions, guys, let me know. Thanks.